Coming up on CTV, I'll show you how some students are spending Thanksgiving. And an in-depth look at Amendment 64. And later, Old Town's newest bar edition. Welcome to CTV on this Thursday evening, November 15th. I'm Sophie Vukovich.
And I'm Wayne Stafford.
According to the Associated Press, BP will pay $4.5 billion in a settlement with the government after a 2010 oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. BP has also agreed to plead guilty to 11 felony counts related to workers' deaths. A source close to the case said 2 BP employees face manslaughter charges related to the explosion of the Deepwater Horizon oil rig that triggered the massive oil spill. The spill caused extensive environmental damage and was one of the worst oil spills in history. A major civil trial against BP set to take place in New Orleans has been delayed until February 2013.
Certain amounts of marijuana will soon be legal under state laws in Colorado and Washington. Officials are now trying to figure out how to keep stoned drivers off the road. According to National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, THC concentration peaks within 3 hours of smoking, and they generally fall to less than 5 nanograms per milliliter of blood, which is roughly equivalent to the 0.08 limit for alcohol. Lawmakers in Colorado have failed 3 times to set a THC driving limit, but Colorado lawmakers are now preparing to take up driving standards yet again when they convene next year.
Thanksgiving break is almost here, and many students are going home to be with their families. I talked to a few who aren't going home to see how they would spend their Thanksgiving in a different way. Thanksgiving is a holiday most people spend with their families, but not everybody has the opportunity to go home this year. Some out-of-state students, athletes, and foreign students will be staying in Fort Collins and have to find alternative Thanksgivings this year. And in some cases, the festivities have already begun.
We are having a Thanksgiving dinner with all of our friends before Thanksgiving, because they're not from America, so this is their first experience having Thanksgiving meal.
The football players have a game the Saturday after Thanksgiving and will be here over break practicing. One brave mother will be opening her home to these boys for Thanksgiving dinner. Other students that don't have family here will be going home with friends. And for those who don't normally celebrate it, this may be their first Thanksgiving.
I'm going with Jess. I'm my roommate Jessica. She's from Fort Collins, so I'm going with her to her family's, and it's going to be the American Thanksgiving.
Like this time you have to see what exactly Thanksgiving is, and it will definitely make me feel at home.
Others that are staying here in Fort Collins without family are getting a little more creative.
I am going to stay here with a bunch of my friends and make Thanksgiving burritos. They are everything in a Thanksgiving dinner, and they are all inside a burrito.
Whether you're eating turkey or burritos this year, have a happy Thanksgiving. I can't believe Thanksgiving is already here, but I'll tell you what, I'm thankful that it is.
You know, Sophie, I'm so thankful that, semester's almost over. Just excited to be on break.
We're getting close. Are you doing anything fun for this break?
Just going home. Just excited for, Thanksgiving, just getting some home-cooked meal. What about you?
Same. I'll be in Littleton a little bit and up in the mountains a little bit, so I'm excited.
So what is your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving?
All of it, but I'd have to say the pies are my favorite. How about you?
Oh, the pies are definitely the greatest. My personal favorite is the stuffing. I love all the, all the stuffings, and definitely the cranberry sauce is my
Absolutely.
favorite.
I'm hoping they'll let me help cook this year, but they don't normally, so I don't think it's going to happen. Do you cook ever?
No, I don't cook.
I think it's probably better that way, but what can you do?
All right, well, coming up on CTV, I'll give you an inside look at Colorado's newest law, Amendment 64.
And the DUI count is in for Halloween night in Fort Collins. We'll be right back.
Hey students! ASCSU is your student body government. To find out more, come visit us in room 109 of the LSC.
We are rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring you home. Mama's gonna bring you home. No.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
Let's see what you can do. Let's go.
Search We Can for ideas on how to get healthy together.
As part of Colorado Department of Transportation's annual Heat is On crackdown during Halloween weekend, 564 DUI arrests were made, including 29 in Fort Collins. According to CDOT, the 29 arrests in Fort Collins ranked 5th in the state. Denver saw the most arrests with 72, Colorado Springs with 42, and Adams County with 33. Director of CDOT's Office of Transportation Safety, Daryl Link, said, despite giving motorists fair warnings, the number of arrests made has increased compared to last year at this time.
It is official. On November 6th, Colorado became one of the first states to legalize marijuana. But the big question on everyone's mind is what now? And more importantly, how will the federal government react to a direct violation of their laws?
All right, Amendment 64 passed, but the students here at CSU still have mixed feelings about it.
It's not really something that you can convince them otherwise, but if you look at it from the perspective of we're trying to lower our jail rates and provide funding for education, I think that's a pretty beneficial thing. And there are probably a lot of people who really like pot who will move here, so that's fine.
I think Amendment 64 is stupid. I personally don't like the thought of marijuana being made legal instead of getting a great state with awesome schools. They're gonna be, oh, this is the weed state, let's go get some weed.
Okay, but nonetheless, the voters in Colorado have spoken. So now what? Where do we go from here?
A couple of different things will happen. We'll begin to get a clear direction from the Attorney General's office on exactly what the enforcement posture looks like. I mean, obviously, it represents a departure from the way police departments have operated.
With CSU being a substance-free university, I don't see any policies changing in the immediate future. However, I think that this opens a door for a brand new kind of conversation that we haven't had before. But as far as right now, I think that we're all kind of in the very aftermath of seeing what this will look like for Colorado.
The federal government, including the Obama administration and the U.S. Department of Justice, have made no official statement regarding the law. Governor Hickenlooper had his famous Cheetos and Goldfish statement and met with the DOJ last week to talk about Colorado's ability to implement this law.
I think, as most people know, I didn't support the initiative, but you can't argue with the will of the voters, right? We are here in a democracy, and the sentiment was pretty clear.
Either way, everything is just so new and groundbreaking that right now it's just all up in smoke.
As Governor Hickenlooper said, don't bust out the Cheetos and Goldfish just yet, so keep your eyes peeled for new developments, as it's going to be very interesting to see how all this unfolds in the coming months. All right, well, next on CTV, we'll be joined by Kelsey McCallister.
She'll tell us what weather we can expect going into Thanksgiving break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to CTV. Today, temperatures were cooler than normal, but it was still a beautiful day. Flurries did fall this morning, but that burned off around noon. This temperature stayed cool throughout the day because there was wind out of the southeast this morning. So be sure to bundle up for tonight though, because temperatures are only expected to be in the 20s. So that is very, very chilly. Taking a look across the state for what happened today, the isolated snow showers were in the northern Colorado. In the high country, it was in the 30s. The I-25 corridor 50s, and on the eastern plains it was in the 40s. So it was very, very chilly, but it was still a pretty mild day. The sun came out later throughout the day. So taking a look at the highs across the state for today, 60 in Denver, 54 Fort Collins, 57 Colorado Springs, 46 and 46 in Telluride and Gunnison. So it was very chilly today, but things will warm up slightly tomorrow. So let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, temperatures will go into the low 50s with mostly sunny skies. Things will continue to warm in through the weekend with 57 degrees on Saturday. Sunday will dip down a little bit, but not by much, with the mid-50s and sunny skies. Monday will have completely sunny skies in the mid-50s. Tuesday will warm up just a little bit with temperatures in the mid-50s and sunny skies. And Wednesday will be warmer than we've seen for a little while in the 60s and sunny skies. So it's a great Thanksgiving break. Guys, have a wonderful break, and we'll see you next time. Tune in tomorrow for my Ramray's report. For CTV Weather, I'm Kelsey McCallister. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, thanks, Kelsey. Well, coming up on CTV, a possible new bar in Old Town and a troubled site.
And Melanie Rose with this week's Celebrity Countdown.
Solving real-world problems is a hallmark of research at Colorado State University. The Engines and Energy Conversion Lab at CSU is committed to meeting the global energy challenges of the 21st century. Developing countries use our clean-burning wood stoves, giving them safe and sustainable technology, helping to reduce indoor air pollution and improving the quality of lives. Colorado State University Research. Local discovery, global impact.
Location 214 Linden Street in Old Town may be one of Fort Collins' most troubled locations for local bars, but this location may see its newest facelift as the Blind Pig Pub. If the bar's application for the space clears after December 3rd, then it will be transformed. The bar lost many of its furnishings after its former occupant, Wall Street, stripped the location of fixtures and equipment last May. The location was permanently closed by the city after a surprise inspection revealed unattended alcohol and drunken patrons, among other problems.
So, Sophie, what do you think? Blind Pig is here to stay?
There have been a lot of people going through there. It seems like it's not a good place, but I mean, I kind of like the idea of a pub. I think it could be cool. What do you think?
Yeah, it could be nice. I mean, we had a sports bar, and then we had like more of a, dress-up kind of bar. Now we have a pub, so maybe people would like to go to that. Different atmosphere, maybe.
I guess we'll see. The other two didn't, or I guess it's been a lot of places haven't been working out, but maybe this one will stay. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's
One can only hope. Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, now let's toss it over to Melanie Rose with this week's Celebrity Countdown.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Melanie Rose, and he is Christian, and this is Celebrity Countdown.
Thanks for having me back, Melanie. I love being on Celebrity Countdown. Oh my gosh, what is on your face?
No Shave November. Aren't you doing it too? Is this not acceptable?
That's only acceptable for Robin Williams.
Oh. All right, well, I'm shaved and ready to talk about some celebrity gossip. It looks like the world is going to come to an end this December, and so are a lot of relationships. So today we're going to talk about the top 3 breakups of 2012.
Our number 3 breakup of the year is Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart, and boy, was it a bloody one.
Now, apparently Kristen Stewart cheated on Robert, and honestly, I'm not so surprised.
I'm not surprised either, Melanie. That girl has one emotion, and it's boring. I don't even think she cared that she cheated on him.
And according to E! News, Robert and Kristen are back together, and they are promoting their new film, Breaking Dawn 2. So you know what, Robert? Whatever floats your boat.
Or whatever sinks your ship. Whichever one, really, honestly.
Either way, I'm so sorry. Now, for our number 2 breakup of 2012 is the notorious Taylor Swift and her ex-boyfriend, Connor Kennedy.
But I have to give her props. At least she didn't date a singer or an actor this time.
You're right, Christian, but I'm just worried about the next victim. I mean, there's so many of them.
Seriously, I wonder who the problem is here.
Yeah. Now, for our number 1 biggest breakup of 2012 is the most famous, the most adorable, the biggest breakup since Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Can you believe it, Christian?
I can't. It came out of nowhere. They were legendary. I'm so upset to see Jelena no more.
Honestly, I'm okay with it. I think they both should be single. They're young, they're hot. Go date around, guys.
What are you talking about? They're perfect for each other. They both look like Gerber babies on teenagers' bodies. I mean, what else can you ask for in a celebrity couple?
Justin Bieber, you went back on your word. You said if you would be her boyfriend, you would never let her go.
Well, I actually heard Selena broke up with him because of trust issues and busy schedules.
And that was this week's Celebrity Countdown. Christian, thank you so much for coming on my show. And to follow the rest of my stories, just go on CTV11news.com. And Christian, when did you put that shirt on?
I love Jelena so much. I want Jelena forever.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for tonight, but be sure to visit our website at CTV11news.com for any stories you saw tonight.
You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook for news updates.
Have a safe Thanksgiving break, and thanks for joining us.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.